Suza said there was a plan to reach Steins Gate. Could that plan be in this video? Mayuri and Daru peek over my shoulder. I take a deep breath and press play with the trembling finger. Nothing appears on the screen but noise. Nothing has changed after all. No hidden message or anything. The noise suddenly dissolves, revealing the silhouette of a man. It looks like the video was shot somewhere dark. I can't see the man's face. Unkept hair, a lab coat, that's all I can make out. Is that you in 15 years? It has to be. Something about him just says Ocarine. Really? Is this guy really me? My phone's tiny screen has become a window into the future. I can't believe I'm about to hear a message for myself. Did you get my email? Then go watch the news. If you have already, then keep listening. So the last mail was from him. From me. It doesn't feel real. Greetings, it's been 15 years, I suppose you could say. Wow, your voice is so deep and cool. The year is 2025. I'm sending you this video by a process of similar to D-mail. V-mail! I'll stop. You dismantled the phone wave, so did I. But not 1 year later, I, which is to say you, turned back to time travel as my last hope. I've spent 14 years researching time travel. Along the way, I managed to design a D-mail transmitter that wasn't bound by the 36-byte limit. The fact that you're watching this means you failed to save Krisu. It hurts, doesn't it? I know how you feel. After all, I went through it myself 15 years ago. That's right. I failed too. I lived that failure for 15 years. Do you understand why you had to fail? It was necessary to give me the proper motivation. You failed to save Krisu. You killed her with your own 2 hands. Your guilt, your self-loathing, has driven me for 15 years. They gave me the focus I need to complete my plan. Without your failure, you would not be watching this message now. As you know, this world line is subject to attractor field convergence. Time travel alone cannot save Krisu. That is why you had to fail, to create the chain of causality that's linked you to me. Because you failed, I spent the last 15 years researching time travel. As a revelations Nakabachi unleashed sped the world towards nuclear war, I conducted my research in secret. Suza's time machine is a result. Although the finishing design touches with Daru in mind, its design was based on the theory that Seven first deployed, and that Krisu improved on the world line you undid. Its model number is C204. C is for Christina. I believe you understand what that signifies. Now that the crucial link has been established, allow me to explain the final stage of the plan. The purpose of this plan is to change divergence and reach an unknown world line called Steins Gate. By the way, you're the one who named it Steins Gate. I'm the one who named it Steins Gate. You, of all people, know why I chose that name. Because it sounds cool, isn't that right? There are 2 conditions. There are 2 conditions we must meet to reach Steins Gate. First, you must save Masae Krisu. Second, you must destroy the Nabayachi's paper. I know you're thinking, Convergent won't let you change the past. No matter what you do, Krisu will die. But rest assured, there is a way. You can save Krisu. Listen carefully. On July 28th, the first you went to Nakabayachi's presentation, blissfully unaware of what was about to happen. You must not change that for what the first you saw. Those events have been established. They are a result upon which this world line converges. However, there is room for deception. You don't understand, I know. Calm down, I'll explain. You're going to deceive yourself. First you saw Krisu lying in a pool of blood. If you were to change that fact, it would render everything that you've done since, as well as everything I have done, a paradox. After finding Krisu's body, you will send a D-mail which was intercepted by Epsilon, which tipped off 7. I wonder why this mail didn't tip off 7. I guess he didn't. I don't know. Semantics. Recall your... I suppose it could have, but at the same time they did nothing to follow it up. As in, there's no lab or something. I don't know. Semantics. When you call your experience on the Alpha word line, you saw more than just Mayuri's death. You saw Krisu alive and well. You made her a lab member despite her protest, and together you built the time leap machine. It was only 3 weeks, but she was there, besides you. Those memories are yours. Those memories are mine. They are proof that what we did not only live. They are the proof that what we did not only did not. They were the proof that we did not live only on this world line, where Krisu died on July 28th. You travelled to the Alpha world line. I met Krisu and fell in love. You sacrificed the dreams of those closest to you. But still, you fought to give Mayuri a future. For 3 weeks you fought, and now those memories are part of you. If you have not seen Krisu's body in the hallway of Radican, you would not have sent that first D-mail. Sen would not have found you. When you encountered Krisu later, you would not have been shocked to see her alive. You would not have spoken the words that led her to your doorstep. Without those memories, you would not be willing to travel through time to save her. I would not have spent my life searching for the path to Steins Gate. I would not have recorded this message. Dao and I would not have completed the time machine. Suza would not be standing beside you now. You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between world lines. You must not undo the past. Those 3 weeks made you who you are, a man who would do anything to save the woman he loves. Your desperation made me who I am, a man who has given everything to make that dream come true. This moment would not be possible if not for the memories that you and I share. The man you were trying to create, a man with more of the memories that drive him, could never stand where you stand now. The man with none of the memories to drive him. It all meant something. My preparations are complete. The rest is up to you. The final operation, Operation Scald, will now commence. Youngest of the Norse 3 goddesses of fate of Norse mythology. The 3 sisters, also Valkyrie, huh? And of the future. Makes sense. Your mission? Change the outcome without changing established events. You saw Masuke Krisu laid in a pool of blood. That has been established. But at the same time, only that has been established. Deceive yourself. Deceive the world. That is the choice that will lead you to Steins Gate. Good luck, mad scientist. L. Sai. Kongaroo. And with that, the video ends. My own Dao look dumbfounded. They obviously don't understand a single word. I, however... Laughter bubbles from the depths of my soul. Not a minute ago, I was lost in despair. I was ready to kill myself for what I've done. But now, I'm laughing. Operation Skull. El Sai Conqueror. I'm 33 years old and I still have no shame. Deceive myself, deceive the world. That's such tuning bullshit. It's pathetic, laughable, a juvenile fantasy. But at the same time, it feels right. Very well, if this is the choice of Steins, then so be it. I am the insane mad scientist, Huin Kiyoma. Deceiving the world is child's play. It looks like I have no choice. It looks like I have to change the world after all. Whoa. I thought Okuin was finally turning serious, but now he's back to his usual antics. But you know, Moishi likes this Okabe way better. Yeah, I know what you mean. Okabe is just Okabe. Unless, my word. Okabe just isn't Okabe unless he's laughing like an idiot. Hoin Kiyoma saved Moishi, you know? So this time, he'll definitely save Maske Krisu. But, deceive the world? What's that supposed to mean? Mayushi doesn't have a clue. Isn't it obvious? The only established fact about the past that I saw is that I saw Krisu laying in a pool of blood. That's the extent of my observation. Krisu was lying in a pool of blood. As for whether she was alive or dead, that is still open to interpretation. Isn't that right, future me? Huh? Mary tilts her head. She still doesn't get it. For example, just think of it like this. Krisu was merely unconscious and the blood was just a coat of red paint. Oh? Is that what happened? Mayuri's eyes open in wonder. I give up. She's not going to understand. Wait a second. The news reporters all said that she was... Well, that's true. What's true now doesn't matter. Only what Uncle Okuin saw on July 28th matters. Really? Really? And it's because I'm not the Okabe Rinto who lived on the Beta World line after Krisu died. And that's because I'm not the Okabe Rinto who lived on the Beta World line after Krisu died. I travelled to the Alpha World line and back. I'm not bound by whatever effect Krisu's death may have. My head hurts a bit. I'm not bound by whatever effect Krisu's death may have had during that time. What I'm going to do is recreate what I saw, and only what I saw, but this time I'll do it so Krisu doesn't have to die. Don't forget, you also need to destroy Nakabayachi's paper. Can you handle it? Who do you think you're talking to, part-time warrior? Part-time warrior? Have you forgotten? I am the insane mad scientist, Hori Kiyoma. I disregard the blank stare from my comrade and brush back my hair with a flush. My plan is flawless. Operation Skull will succeed. But I need to prepare. Give me 30 minutes. Suzuha tightens her expression and nods firmly. I squat against the roof's chain fence with my eyes closed. To refresh my memory, I pull out the drawers of my mental archive and sort through each file one by one. My actions that day, Mayuri's actions, my conversation with Krisu, Nakabayachi's presentation. With those memories to guide me, I began to draw up a plan on how to complete my mission. Okuin, I got the stuff. I open my eyes once I hear Mayuri's voice. Then it's time. I take a deep breath and stand up. Mayuri is faster on her feet than Dao and I, so I had her pick up some things for us. She went all the way to the lab and back in the sweltering heat, but she's not even breathing hard. She runs up to me with a triumphant smile, almost like a playful puppy shaking her tail. Daw. Here you go, will this work? Holding her hand is a plastic stick about 30 centimeters long. I tilt it and nod in satisfaction. I take it. Good work, Mayuri. Hehe. Mayuri's happy to be useful to Ocarine. Ah, I also bought this for you. She hands me a banana. I guess she's telling me not to time travel on an empty stomach. Not one for Suzuha? What's that? A banana? No, I meant the stick. It's not a stick, it's a sword. One of our lab's many inventions. Future gadget number 06. Is Xylem Saber. Xylem Saber? It's a red glow stick. It's an essential item for idol and voice actress concerts. But it's not just a glow stick, it's saber shaped. Just as the name implies, you can reenact scenes from Spark Wars. Wow! Furthermore, I can also form fake blood clots. Detach from the cap and tip the thick blood, and the thick blood starts flowing out. I really don't get what you're trying to accomplish when you made this. We wanted to make a sword filled with, we wanted to make our sword fights more realistic. What he means to say is, everything is everything is inevitable. I think I see the plan. You're going to use that Xylem stuff as stand-in for Master Quiz's blood, aren't you? Precisely. I stuff my cheeks with a banana and entrapped by my own genius. I'm truly a mad scientist. Although I'm supposed to stuffed with a banana, so nom nom nom. I put the Xylem Saber in my pocket. It's about 30 centimeters long, so it sticks out a little, but I don't mind. I had Dao buy me a stun gun earlier, a pocket one. I pocket that too. With this, my preparations are complete. I gave Suzuha a glance. Let's go, Uncle Ocarine. One more time. One more trip back to 19 to 20. My word. One more trip to July 28th. There and back. It's all the fuel we have left. This is our last chance. You ready? Leave it to me. I will change the world. I follow Suzuha into the time machine. While waiting for Mayuri to return, I asked Suzuha if there was a chance I might run into myself from last time. In other words, the me who killed Quisu. She replied that wasn't possible. The world's line where I killed Quisu is minutely different from the one in which the time machine will take us. Time travel has a very small effect on divergence, much too small to cause any noticeable changes, but enough to ensure that there can never be two versions of the same time traveler. However, it's important to remember the world lines are not parallel worlds. Ultimately, the interactive field convergence merges them into a single world line. My actions are not meaningless. If I succeed in deceiving both myself and the world, the entire universe will converge upon a different future. Ocarine, Mayuri leans through the hatch and gently strokes my cheek. Come back, okay? Of course. I return the smile and give her a thumbs up. Ding! I close the hatch as Dao and Mayuri see me off with words of encouragement. Suzuha is already operating the time machine. The fate of the future hangs on this mission. Suzuha speaks as she presses some buttons. We count on you, Uncle. Instead of answering, I close my eyes. I find myself strangely calm. No impatience, no tension, None of the anxiety I felt the first time. How many times have I tasted failure? My hubris hunt for those closest to me. My foolish cost of their dreams. Even though those mistakes have been undone, the memories still remain as a brand on my heart. You must not reject the 3 weeks you spent drifting between world lines. You must not undo the past. It all meant something. Every mistake, every sacrifice. Without them, I would not be standing here now. From that knowledge I draw strength, confidence, and pride. The memories I shoulder deserve nothing less. And so, I am no longer afraid. I'll reach the unknown world line, Steins Gate. Its future is uncertain, but that's how it should be. For once, I need not worry what fate has in store. Only one thing matters now. Saving Krisu and destroying the papers. Gravity pulls me back. Rainbow lights start drifting through the compartment. It's time. Ha. This is me using the time machine. This is my Ragnarok. It's weird how they still use that sound effect. But, you know. I exit the time machine onto the familiar rooftop. As before, it's empty. I can see the top of the train station a short distance away. This is the third time I've been here now. I run through the plan in my head one last time. Time is short, but I have no choice. I have to do it. No, I will do it. Failure isn't an option. I wait for Suza to break the lock, then run inside just like last time. Narrowly avoiding the first me again, I descend to the 7th floor. Last time I went all the way down to the 4th floor, but not this time. I direct my attention to the capsule toy machine near the landing. It's time for step 1. Marinet Keku character doll series. That's it. On July 28th, the first me won a super rare metal Upa from this very machine. No time to waste, I insert the 100 yen coin I prepared beforehand and turn the lever hard. The capsule falls onto the slot. Just as I grab it, look, Marinet! My heart leaps into my throat. That was Mayuri's voice. She's already here? I quickly turn to leave the area before Mayuri can see my face. Luckily, she's so entranced by the capsule time machine that she doesn't realize who I am. Thank God she's a ditz. Once I get down to the 4th floor, I check the contents of the capsule. Boom! Metal Upa inside. This is a prize that was meant for me, which means the first me will get... The answer is obvious. Phase 1 is complete. Time for Phase 2. I turn around abruptly. Ah! Chris is standing behind me, her mouth open in surprise. My timing was perfect. Hey, you just came down from the... I'm going to save you. Leave everything to me. What? I say no more. If I tell her everything, she'll have no reason to talk to me the first time. On July 28th, she came to me during Nakabayachi's presentation. She claimed that I had tried to tell her something, then proceeded to drag me out of the hallway for further questioning. That is part of the experience. This should be enough to ensure that happens exactly as I remember. I pat Chris on the shoulder, then race back upstairs. Wait! I run to the 6th floor, then creep up towards the 7th floor landing until I can make out the capsule toy machines. As expected, the first me is about to turn the lever at Mayuri's stead. Ah, it's an Upa. Is it rare? No, it's not rare. But it's just so cute. Mayuri loves Upa. I grin to myself. It worked. The order changed. Mayuri now has a regular Upa, not the metal one I gave her the first time. And that means... Thank you for coming to Dr. Nakabayachi's time machine press conference. Presentation's about to begin. The first me heads to the 8th floor. But Mayuri doesn't move. She just takes out a pen and starts signing the UPA. Just as planned. When Dr. Nakabayachi defects to Russia on August 21st, he had Mayuri's metal UPA with him. If he has a plastic one instead, it should change the fate of Nakabayachi's paper. But one question remains, how exactly did Mayuri's UPA fall into Dr. Nakabayachi's hands? I watch as Mayuri finishes signing her name. She nods in satisfaction then runs towards the first me. But just before she gets to the stairs, she puts the UPA into her coat pocket. But it doesn't go all the way. And as she runs up the stairs, I see it fall out and roll away. Mayuri is completely oblivious. A moment later, she disappears from sight. I look at the UPA lying on the floor. Does Nakabayachi pick it up? How? This is the middle of the presentation upstairs. It doesn't have the opportunity. That's when Krisu comes down up from downstairs. I quickly hide in the stairway across the landing. Krisu reaches the 7th floor without noticing me. She finds the fallen UPA and picks it up. So it was Krisu who found the UPA. The butterfly effect. In 3 weeks, this completely I know the word. Innocuous event changes the outcome of the accidental fire on what must be thousands of planes flying each day. By extension, it changes the fate of the entire human race. Krisu looks confused at the UPA and then looks around as if searching for the owner. Of course, Krisu doesn't know who Mayuri is. At this point in time, those two aren't acquainted yet. After realizing there's no one around, Krisu puts the UPA into an envelope and goes up to the 8th floor. Now that I've seen what I need to see, I go upstairs and now head to the employee hallway. Whew. Here's where it gets serious. I grab this Xylem cylinder and shake it silently, thus activating the red fluorescent reaction inside. It lasts about 10 minutes. It should be dim before Krisu makes her appearance. I know what I need to do. The problem is that my window of opportunity is so slim. Will I be able to handle the enraged Dr. Nakabayachi? One mistake and Krisu will die. What are you afraid of, Hoin Kiyoma? Everything's going according to plan. Operation Squad is flawless. You spent 15 years perfecting it, remember? Believe in yourself. Believe in Hoin Kiyoma. Hoin Kiyoma will save Krisu. Close my eyes and wait for the time to come, hidden behind the same pile of cardboard boxes as last time. I hear the sound of sparse applause from the event hall, which means I should be hearing footsteps soon. There they are. Krisu has come right on time. She leans against the wall and looks inside her envelope, smiling softly as she does. And now, I know the reason behind that smile. It's the UPA inside. She's probably smiling at how adorable it is. That smile really doesn't suit you, Krisu. I strive for a chuckle. I'm surprised I'm calm enough to feel that way, despite the current situation. Once Nakabayachi enters, it's my signal to spring into action. I'll bring out the cyclone saber as soon as the bastard tries to take out his knife, then I'll scare him away and stun Krisu. The stun gun I bought should handle both tasks flawlessly. That's the plan, at least. Oh. The next set of footsteps echoes down the hallway. Krisu looks up. I can't see Nakabayachi, but I know it's him. This bastard. I wanted to talk. Are you listening, Papa? Even the words speak the same. What is that? I heard you were giving a presentation on time travel, so I thought you two thought I could... Blah. The atmosphere is far from pleasant. Nakobayashi doesn't even try to hide his displeasure. In the first place, probably at fault for that. At least partially. Looks like this is about time for Nakobayashi to go ballistic. I grab the Salem saber and make one final check. It's already dimmed down. Now all I have to do is remove the cap at the tip and the flake blood will... My breath catches in my throat. In the darkness of my hiding spot, I'll bring the Salem saber close to my eyes and peer inside. The fake blood has begun to coagulate. No, this shouldn't happen. I was certain the liquid would remain fluid for around 30 minutes after losing luminescence. Was it defective? Come to think of it, we never tested the Salem saber. It can only be used once before the tube needs to be replaced. Given the lab's financial situation, we thought it would be a waste to use it, so we never did. How could I have failed to consider this possibility? If I had half a brain, I would have bought a spare. This is bad, my plan is falling apart. I wasn't stunned. Nakobayashi's shrill shriek startles me. So those incompetent bastards that were jealous of my superiority. I was the one who gave up on them. Please don't yell. Time won't stop for me. How do I recover from this setback? I can't leave. Nakobayashi is about to attack his daughter. If I don't make my appearance after that, it'll be the same as last time. I'll end up killing Krisu again. No matter what, I can't let that happen. What can I do? Do I go back to the time machine and try again? No, remember what Suzasa said? There's not enough fuel for another trip. This is my last chance. We haven't seen in a while. There's a lot I want to talk about. We live in Aomori now, right? Leave? Eh? Go back to America and never show your face to me again. But you want my opinion? We'll submit it jointly. You don't know any mean. I hate this guy. My heart is pounding and I'm sweating like crazy. It feels like I've just run a marathon. I cover my mouth to suppress the sound of my breathing. Spay, how dare you? You're supposed to be my daughter. I am calm, don't tell me what to do. He's about to snap. Events are proceeding like last time. Barring in extraordinary towards disaster. Please, I find myself begging. Make time stop. But another voice from within answers. Are you praying, Hoin Kiyoma? Have you forgotten? I'll tell you why I called you here. I want to show you my research. Blah, blah, blah. Change the future. Deceive the world. That blind lab coat. Blah, blah. I'm gonna publish it myself. End of discussion. I won't count the I won't court the mercy of a heartless god. I will save Krisu myself. She won't die again. Not at my hands. Not at anyone's. You're stealing it? What did I say? You're stealing my work. I don't think you would ever do something like... Nakobayashi strikes Krisu on the cheek. Who do you think you're talking to? He's dying. Nakobayashi pulls her hands around Krisu's neck. Sheer cries of agony fills my ears. There's still a way to prevent Krisu's death. The puddle of blood I saw beneath Krisu's body. There's one more way to reproduce it. One more way. One last chance. It's a gamble, to be sure. Even if it succeeds, I don't know what effects it might have on the Steins Gate world line. Stein line. It matters not. I am Hoin Koma, the mad scientist who defies God. My true desire is chaos. I have no need for predetermined future. Stop! Calmly step out from my hiding spot. Nakobayashi looks at me in disbelief. His eyes are wide and bloodshot. You! You're the brat who ruined my presentation. Nakobayashi lets go of Krisu. How dare you show your face before me? Why does everyone get in my way? I know you and Krisu were planning this, didn't you? Didn't you? You brats won't get away with this. Nakobayashi pulls the knife from his pocket. The blade reflects the cold light. Once I see the glint, I laugh disbelief. Try it, if you dare. You? Who are you? My name is Hoin Kiyoma. What? Hoin for Phoenix, and then in, and finally the terrible truth. That, Hoin for Phoenix, then in, and finally the terrible truth that you must never be revealed. Hoin Kiyoma. I am the bringer of chaos, the destroyer of order. And I am the one who will end your ambition. Krisu staggers to her feet with her hand on her neck. Run away! Never! I dismount Krisu's plea. Dismiss Krisu's plea and instead turn to Nakobayashi with my arms spread wide. What's wrong, Dr. Nakobayashi? Aren't you going to kill me? Have you lost your nerve? Of course I'm a mere mortal can never slay a god such as me. You little... Naoki goes into a frenzy and he charges me with his knife point fist. No, Papa, stop! Nakobayashi has completely lost his mind and I can see it in his eyes. He won't stop. And if he won't stop, then I'll stop him with my own body. You can't kill me. You're nothing. Die! The knife approaches. Its point glitters menacingly in the dim light. Inches away, I don't move a muscle. This is my last chance. I'll do whatever it takes. Intense pain rips through my abdomen. I feel a cold steel sink into my body. He did it. He stabbed me with the knife that killed Krisu. The pain flares. I feel like it feels like my insides are being torn out. Nakobayashi yanks the knife. Blood gushes from the open wound. The iron taste of blood spreads through my mouth. Pain threatens to steal away my consciousness. My body is on fire. My vision blurs. I struggle deeply to stay on my feet. Now who's laughing? That's what you get for mocking me. I whip out the stun gun and switch it on. The electric arc crackles to life inches away from Nakobayashi's face. He instantly turns pale. Now you've done it. I spear him with my glare and take a step forward. A wave of nausea stirs over me. Gah. Blood spews from my throat. But I don't look away. I keep my eyes fixed on him. You'll regret this, old man. I'm going to kill you. You and that girl. I'll kill you both. Don't move. Krisu runs up to me. She holds me... Wait. Okay. I don't know why he says that. You and the girl. I'll kill you both. She holds me and supports my body. Lie down, I'll call an ambulance. What is she doing trying to help me? Didn't she hear me threaten to kill her? You're too soft-hearted for Tsunade. Back when I was trying to save Mayu, you were always the one who saved me. So this time, I'm going to save you. What? Krisu converges. Strength leaves the legs she used to support me. She collapses. I'm sorry. I send her my silent apology. I'll be sure to have my way with your daughter before I kill her. But first, it's you, Nakobayashi. Nakobayashi tosses the knife away with a pitiful cry. He takes a step back. 2 steps back. Firing the stun gun once more does the trick. Nakobayashi turns and flees down the hallway towards the elevator. But first he makes sure to pick up the envelope Krisu dropped. How shrewd of him. I touch my wound. The lightest touch sends pain coursing through my body. I fall to my knees. I feel faint. The bleeding won't stop. The blood is starting to pool on the floor. I press my hands into the blood. Still not enough. I reach for my stomach, wet and glistening with blood. I take a breath, then dive my fingers into the wound. The pain is like nothing I've ever experienced. Unable to bear it, I throw my head back. I scream until my throat is raw. I can't stop now. Fighting against the urge to faint, I feed my strength into my hands and pull the wound wider. Yeah. My blood paints the floor crimson. Uncle Ocarine. Suzawa runs up to me. That wound, what happened? What were you thinking? If you die, if you fail... Uncle? You forget who you're dealing with, Suzaha. Look at the floor. Notice anything? The floor? There should be enough blood, don't you think? She looks down and beholds my masterpiece. A pool of blood. To deceive myself. To deceive the world. The sage is set. But uncle, you'll die. There's no way I'm going to die. Who do you think I am? I'm the insane mind scientist, Hoin Kiyoma. Uncle, if convergence holds, it's already determined that I don't die. Not here. I die in 2025. That's a fixed event on the Beta World line. That was my bet. I intentionally provoked Nakobayashi's rage. I took the knife meant for Krisu and survived. The wound gave me what I needed to carry out the plan. Though I have to admit, I think it would hurt this much. There's no telling what would happen when we reach Steins Gate. The future of the world line is still unclear. There's no reason that I can't include my death. How ironic. I made a bet based on the guarantee that I wouldn't die. But winning that bet makes death a very real possibility. I twist my lips into a smile. Time to put the finishing touch on my masterpiece. Suza, get Krisu. Okay. Suza picks up the unconscious Krisu. Then she lays it on the floor in the pool. Then she lays her face down on the pool. Go! Then she lays her face down on top of my blood puddle. Krisu doesn't wake up. She's perfectly still. But she's definitely breathing. I stroke her hair gently. Did I hurt you? I'm sorry. But I had to. To save you. Even those 3 weeks will never come back. I want you to live. Even if we reach Steins Gate, even if Krisu lives, even if I don't die, we'll never meet again. Krisu will never join the lab. We'll never build the time machine together. But still, I'm glad I was able to save her. Goodbye. Please stay unconscious for a while. I need you to see first me. While Suza goes to pick up the knife and use the wall to While Suza goes to pick up the knife, I use the wall to climb up to my feet. Mission complete. Return to base. This is crazy, Uncle. You're insane. Insane nonsense. This is all according to plan. Don't talk. I'll take you back to August 21st. Try to endure the G's, okay? Damn, I should have bought a first aid kit. I feel pressure crushing my body. My wounds throb. I feel like groaning. But I bite my lip and bear it. Rainbow lights fill my vision. The time machine is activated. Suza wipes my wound with a towel. Hey, Uncle. I'm sure Steins Gate is waiting for us on the other side. A world where nothing is known. Where anything is possible. A world where you live, where Masuke Krisu lives, and where Shia Mayuri lives. A world where I have no reason to travel to 2010. The future may still lead to World War III. May lead to a dystopia ruled by Saren. Someone's warm hand grasps mine. Tightly. But now, there is hope for the future again. I slowly close my eyes. It's hard to breathe. But my pain feels different now. Once we arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate. So, I'll say it now. The warmth of her hand slowly fades away. Thank you, Uncle. Don't die. Live. And in 7 years, let's meet again. Okay? It's time to go home. Mayuri and Daru are waiting. And with them, a future that is yet to be written. And there we have it. The end of Steins Gate. The true ending of Steins Gate. Oh boy. That was definitely an ordeal. Look at all the shinies. I loved the way this was all presented. Like, you had the first set of credits after going for the true ending. I bet that caught a lot of people off guard at first, because it's pretty much the same as Chris's ending. It's like, I did everything right, and then the credits start rolling up, and then the phone rings. Like, oh, I didn't know how that would happen. Admittedly, part of me was thinking, did I mess up, or is this stuff after the credits? But no, during the credits. It's very neat. But yeah, that's Steins Gate, people. A series that I love. And I've already played the first game. There's loads in the science adventure team. Chronicles, stories, whatever group of them are called. And I definitely plan on doing more. I definitely am 100% doing Steins Gate 0. Which... well... I don't know, something tells me that game might be a bit on the heavy side of things in terms of happy, fun times. But we'll save that for when we get to it. Man. It's weird playing the game after watching the anime. And it's hard to say which of the two I like more, because they both have some really good points going for them. This, for example, I got to know Okabe a hell of a lot better than I did in the anime, because, you know, I had the ability to read his thoughts here. It was very helpful. Hey, Xbox. It was extremely helpful to be able to read his thoughts and understand the decisions he was making. Another character I end up liking more in this version, in the visual novel of the anime, is of course Mocha. Something about being able to read the text messages, the messages he sends, and I don't know, something about... I can't quite pinpoint why I disliked her. Well, there's several reasons why I disliked her in the anime, and still here. But I can't quite pinpoint why I like her slightly more in this version. But the anime does add a lot to this as well. Like, there are a lot more scenes. Science Adventure Team. Yeah. We'll definitely see more of them. That is for sure. Yeah. Honestly, I'll probably end up watching the anime before playing Steins Gate 0. Just because I've been itching to watch it since starting this. And there you have it. It's been a month since then. My wound was deep enough to require surgery. If I'd been just 1 hour late getting to the hospital, I would have died from blood loss. The doctor laughed as he told me this. Hilarious. After being cooped up in the hospital for so long, it's exciting to walk around Akiba again. I look around to see if Akiba is any different from what I remember, but nothing catches my eye. I just get the feeling that there are more Mo shops than before. The mysteries of divergence. I chuckle to myself and dig into my pocket. Something jingles. There are metal pins inside. 8 of them. The Future Gadget Laboratory members' badges. Their designs based on the pin Suzuha bought from the future. Which world line Suzuha was that again? The beta. No, the alpha. Well, even I get confused. Anyway, back then, we searched all over Akiba for that pin. And while I was hospitalized, I thought it was a perfect opportunity to ask Daru to have them made. And of course, the one we commissioned to make them was the shady foreign street vendor. The final project was slightly different from Suzuha's, but pretty well made, well done. I passed through the archway of Yanabayashi Shrine and hurried to the courtyard. There, brandishing the sword in sublime dignity, stands a Miko. The Miko is so lovely that anyone would doubtless stop and stare. But that's not a Miko, and that's not real. That's not a Miko, and that's not a real sword. That sword is a 980 yen invitation, and the beautiful Miko is a guy. Lukaku lifts his head in at the sound of my footsteps. Okabe-san! As soon as our eyes met, he runs up to me in fluster. His eyes are already wet with tears. You were discharged today? Yeah. But I'm sorry, I didn't know anything about it. Of course you didn't. I didn't tell you. But I'm glad you're okay. I'm so happy. Then he starts crying in earnest. Seeing his tears, I feel the urge to pat his head and tell him everything will be alright. But I resist and sigh instead. I hear you were a natural at your cosplay debut. I hear that you even have a fan club. Mayuri filled me in on the situation. After years of pestering and nagging, she finally convinced Lukaku to cosplay near the end of summer break. It wasn't the time for Komima, but he wore one of Mayuri's costumes to a cosplay event in early September. His cosplay debut was effective. Dozens of photographs token of his picture, and videos soon went viral on the net. Try to look pictures of Lukaku now and you'll get a ton of the hits. He's being swarmed by fans, and since he's what they call a trap, he's popular among girls too. There are some things in this world I just don't understand. To be honest, it's so confusing. You know, I haven't heard that particular... I still haven't had the pleasure to see you cosplay in the flesh. I just can't. If Okabe were to see me, I'll get embarrassed. I'll die. But you had fun, didn't you? That's what Mayuri said. Yes. You've grown up, Lukaku. He's overcome with feelings of inadequacy and acceptance. He's overcome his feelings of words. He overcome his feelings of inadequacy, and is accepting himself for who he is. And he's even had fun doing it. Okabe-san, Kurama-san, it's all thanks to Shin Samen style you taught me. I cleared my mind of all mundane thoughts. He truly is a worthy disciple. But you must not grow compliant. Your next objective is to ascend to the true form of the Saishin Sanma style. Once you've mastered it, the flames of evil sealed within you will have nothing left to burn. That moment, it will mark the beginning of the legend of Urashimara Luka, Guardian Miyoko, and the Personifius of Akibara. What exactly will this legend be about? I shall tell you at the proper time. I reach into my pocket and take out a pin. Lab Mem number 006. Urashimara Luka. I grant this upon you? I grant this to you. Lukaku nervously accepts the pin with a confused expression. When did I become a lab man? It's a memory from beyond the veil of time. Your past life, I suppose you could say. My past life? You've been a lab man from the moment you were born. Be proud. It's not an exaggeration. It's the truth. Luko most likely doesn't remember. But it's okay. Even if I'm the only one who does. You don't like it? No, it's just, I'm really happy. He starts crying again. I always wanted to be part of your lab. I wanted to be one of you. But I never had the courage to ask. Thank you so much. He bows his head. This is a precious artifact. Only 8 of them exist in the entire world. It's a magic item that protects you from all calamity. Really? No. So don't lose it. I won't. Lukaku nods, and with a joyful smile on his face. Too cute. Welcome back, Master. Miaster. I passed through May Queen's door for the first time in forever. First runs over to greet me. Kyoma! She suddenly links arms with me. At first, I get a little flustered when something soft touches my elbow. Then I break into a cold sweat once I feel the murderous glares of the surrounding Ferris fans. They let you out of the hospital, Nia? Yeah, I managed to crawl my way out of hell. I tear Ferris off me and take a deep breath. Precisely what I expect from the Hoyin bloodline. The name of the Undying Phoenix isn't just for show, Nya. I see she's still making up her own backstories for people. It boggles my mind that this crazy cat girl is behind the redevelopment of Akibara. Maybe the world's just messed up. Mayushi's had the day off, Nya. I know. She showed me to my table where I ordered iced coffee. Oh, right. We decided to open a second May Queen location, Nya. And it's right on Chuodori, Nya. Isn't that awesome? Don't you think you're abusing your authority as redevelopment committee chair? Just a little? No doubt the recent explosion of Mo shops is her doing. I think she's getting a little carried away. That's my secret duty, Nya. This is my secret duty. It's now time to summon all the powers of Mo to this holy land in preparation for their offense. What? Are they going to attack? Did the awakening occur while I was in the hospital? That's right, Nya. They took your absence as the opportunity, Nya. Will we be able to complete the moification of Akiba before they hatch? That's the only way to defeat them. It's a race against time, Nya. Sorry. I just love all this nonsense. It's hilarious. Ferris also fought in the Rainer AB tournament to gather karma, but it was really tough for myself, Nya. What the hell did she mean by karma? Over the past month, Ferris has started participating in Rainer Access Battle tournaments. Ferris is chairman of the Akibara Redevelopment Project, a high school student and popular waitress at a maid cafe, the president of the company founded by her father, and the head of the Akia family. She should be incredibly busy, but I guess she couldn't stay away from Mynet forever. Anyway, she went to her very first official tournament and snatched a dramatic victory. Ferris is even more cheerful than usual now. I guess all it takes to feel fullness is to do the things you like to do. I need your mad scientist power to stop them, yeah. If they make it into town, they make the place into their litter box. I guess I have no choice. If it comes to this, then I must fulfill the covenant. Oh yeah, and take this with you. Yeah? I take the pin out of my pocket and present it to Ferris. This is... Where did you get this, Kyoma? During my stay at the hospital. So you overcame the test of the heart, yeah? You truly are a great man, yeah. I don't really get what's going on, but I'll just nod for now. This belongs to you, Lab Mem number 007. Whenever you need help, just hold the pin and seek the incantation La... Yeah, Lo Yoda Stelesta. Ferris and I smile at each other, and then we high-five. Thanks, Nya. The future gadget laboratory is the hope of Akiba, Nya. Can I come over for a visit, Nya? Of course you can. Dad will be glad to see you. When I get back to the lab, I'm startled to find an unexpected visitor. Yo, Okabe. At the hospital already? Yeah. Tanuji, Yugo and Nea standing in front of it out front. Kyo Mocha is with them. The Rounders, who killed Mayuri on another world line. Nea hides behind her father when she sees me, like usual. Oh yeah, let me introduce you. Tanuji introduced Mocha with his chin. Starting today, this girl's gonna work part-time at my place. Mocha bows her head. She's silent as always, but at least she's not holding her phone. I guess that's some improvement. Doesn't talk much, but don't let it bother you. Don't worry, Shining Finger and I know each other already. Shining Finger? Who's that? I point to Mocha. Shining Finger! That's the name of her Esper power. Tanuji and Mocha ignore me completely. He helped me look for an IBN 5100. I got a thank you mail from her during my stay at the hospital. The email helped me figure out what our relationship on this world line. Oh, that retro PC you were talking about? Did you find one? Mocha shakes her head. Well, it's just an urban legend. Why did you decide to work here? Did Tanuji tell her who he is? I thought Mocha wasn't supposed to know FB's true identity. I brought her here. Mocha speaks in a tiny voice. I introduced her to Daddy. I see. So you're a matchmaker, huh? Numbskull. The only two things I love in this world, blonde tubes and my little girl. The Daddy? Besides, it was more the other way around. After Nate fell and got hurt, this girl gave her first aid and brought her all the way back here. I didn't know Mocha had such a gentle side. Since she was unemployed, I decided to give her a job as thanks for helping my girl. Never thought our store would hire a part-timer. Didn't you hire one just last month? Huh? You hiring painkillers, kid? I've never had help before. Ah, of course. The Suzuha who worked here was the Suzuha from the Alpha World line. The Suzuha who came from the future ruled by Saren. The current world line has a different future, so she doesn't come. The time she spent here had never happened. I guess we aren't targeted by Saren either, so we aren't enemies, even. Well, in that case, good luck to you, Mocha. This is the perfect opportunity. I take out a pin out of my pocket and hand it to Mocha. Oh, now you're flirting? Don't mess around with my part-timer. This is proof that you're lab member 005. Our lab is on the second floor. Come on by whenever you feel like it. Mocha stares at the pin in hand. But I can't help you look for the IBN 5100 anymore, okay? Don't be like that. Help her out, will you? I can't. I'm a busy man. Catch the attention of the Rounders again? No thanks. Besides, the three of them are better off if we never find an IBN 5100. I end the conversation with a shrug and head to the stairs. Okabe-kun. Mocha calls my name. I turn to see Mocha smiling ever so faintly. Thank you for this. Yeah. The hatred I once felt towards them is gone. I forgive Mocha and Tanuji both. Now that I've destroyed our time machine, we can go back to being good neighbours. I won't pry into their secret lives, and I won't attempt to fight them either. It's all up to them. However, the affection that Nei shows towards Mocha brings an undeveloped warmth to my heart. As I walk into the lab, I'm greeted by the chiming of a microwave oven. The chiming or the chime? The chiming. Ocarine! Muri smiles brightly as she takes her juicy chicken number 1 out of the microwave. Tataru! Welcome back, Ocarine. Did you just combine welcome back and Ocarine? Yep, I've said it before, remember? Then Muri howls out steaming chicken. Want some too? I'll give you one to celebrate your homecoming. Accept the gift of chicken and pop it into my mouth. I guess it's because I've had nothing but crappy hospital food for a month, but it's so delicious I want to cry. When did you get that microwave? We disabled the phone wave names at the change weeks ago. Oh, that was me. Dao pops out of the development room in all his mounted glory. I wonder if he's making a new future gadget. You bought it? I found it, duh. It was in a repair bin. It's kinda old, but it still works fine. That's our super hacker. Now let's keep up the pace and make the next future gadget. That reminds me, Ocarina. I'm mad at you. Mayuri suddenly puts on a pout. Why did you leave the hospital without Tao and Mayushi? We went all the way to the hospital to pick you up, but the nurse said you already left. I was a hot nurse. I wish I was hospitalized instead of Ocarina. You think you're my guardian now, Mayuri? You suddenly come up in the world. Have you forgotten? I'm the one who protects you. I even helped you with a diaper. I even helped with your diaper. I couldn't move at all after the operation. So my mother and Mayuri made the great effort of coming to care for me. Especially with Mayuri. Even if it was her summer break, she visited me every day. I'm grateful for this childhood friend of mine, from the bottom of my heart. She's a ditz, to be sure, and she seems like she always needs someone to look out for her. But she's actually quite tough for her age. You got your childhood friend to change your diaper? I'm jealous, man. Oh, Dao. I think Dao needs to die a little bit. No! Don't say such cruel words. I bopped Mayuri on the head. I'll buy you some juicy chicken #1 later. Really? Thanks, Ocarina. It was worth it to help you after it all. I breathe another sigh of relief when I see Mayuri's innocent smile. Mayuri is still alive. I've seen her die countless times. Though the events of this war line were those of war lines are undone, my struggle to escape them was not in vain. If the same were to happen again, what would I do? Would I accept her death this time? Do you have a choice? Or would I again try to save her, even if I meant building another time machine? There's no way to know. The future is undecided. But for now, Mayuri is here. That means everything to me. Here, take these. I give Mayuri and Dao pins. It's so cute. Nice, they're finally done. Mayuri pins her badge to the chest and shows it off with a powerette. Gonna be sure to put this on every day, or else I won't be let into the lab. Nobody really made that rule, but whatever. But you know, there's something I've been meaning to ask about the pin. What's that? What's the inscription? There's an inscription, right? It says OSHMFMKUFA 2010. Okabe Shira Hadashi Hashida, and then Ushibara and Ferris. I got those, but what about the M, K, and A? Who are they? She is sharp as always. M for Masuke, K for Krisu, A for Amai, but the current Mayuri won't understand. Those three were lab mems on a world line undone and unforgotten. I haven't told Dao and Mayuri about them. They wouldn't believe me even if I told them, especially since about the last initial, A. I mean, how do I tell Dao he's gonna have a daughter? I just can't imagine his reaction. Who's the lucky bride to be? I hope she got a cute face a delicious flat chest and blonde hair, and twin tails and a gold ratio Tsunado personality, and when she's in dare mode and super cuddly and sexy. He's got something gross. He'll say something gross like that, no doubt. I remember. As I lay dying in the time machine, Suzuha grabbed my hand and said, "Once you arrive, I'll probably disappear. I won't be able to thank you for bringing me to Steins Gate. So I'll thank you now. Thank you, Uncle. Don't die, live." Just as she predicted, Suzuha vanished the moment we returned to August 2013. 21st. Teen, I guess. Right before my very eyes. The time machine was evaporated in rainbow light and disappeared. She was smiling as she faded away. That was proof I had reached Steins Gate. And that's why I don't mourn, Suzuha. And in 7 years, let's meet again, okay? I don't know what the future will bring, but there's still the possibility that Dao won't get married, that Suzuha won't be born. But still, I believe that in 7 years we will meet again. And thus, and that's when I will give her this pin. Her birthright as Lab Mem 008. Until then, I'll keep it in a safe place. I aimlessly head out to town alone. I want to get a better look at the Steins Gate world line. But try as I may, I can't find anything drastically different. Way back when Ferris's D-Mail raised the most shops for Makiba, that time it was obvious that the world has changed. I feel unsatisfied, so I look up at Radican. Obviously there's no satellite stuck on the roof. It's open for business as usual. When I arrived on this world line, right after I saw Suzuha disappear, the very first thing I did was ask Mayu and Dao a question. Have there been any murders at Radican? As they panic at the sight of my blood-stained body, they answered that no one had been murdered at Radican. That's all I wanted. As we waited for the ambulance to arrive, I had Dao call up on the news on my phone. They ran a story about Nakabayashi's flight to Russia. At this time, Nakabayashi looked terribly agitated. His eyes were bloodshot and he was yelling sprain spit everywhere. His appearance was slightly shaken similar to how I last saw him in the hallway in Radican. To me, his unintelligible rambling was evidence of Operation Skull's success. It's an outrage, a fire? How could that happen? My precious theories have been too crisp. The future of humanity went up in flames. It's no time for an interview. I won't stand for this, Russian Airlines. I'll murder every last one of your crew members. Whoa! Money's not an issue. Aren't you listening? You burned my thesis, which would have changed human history forever. Once again, if he was the true creator of the thesis, he could just make another one. No, this would have happened. You fools had. I should never let your fools handle my suitcase. None of this would have happened if I just carried it with me. The subtitle read, "What was this thesis about?" Time travel. The invention that can grant control over space-time, from past, present to future. The screen immediately returned to the studio where female reporter continued. This outburst continued for some time. Dr. Nakabayashi, also known as Master Shuuchi, was detained by Russian authorities upon arriving at Domodedovo International Airport in Moscow. Moscow is currently under investigation by the Tokyo Metropolitan Police Department as a suspect in the July 28th stabbing of a young man. Yes! I don't think anyone's going to listen to Nakabayashi now. For argument's sake, let's say Nakobayashi managed to recreate Krisu's thesis from memory. Nothing will come of it as long as Krisu is alive. The scientific community undoubtedly trusts the masked daughter over the father, meaning that Krisu can detour any attempts made by Nakobayashi. World War III won't break out, or at the very least, it won't be over the Nakobayashi paper. I haven't seen Krisu. Apparently Krisu reported to the police that I was stabbed, but at present there's been no progress on the investigation, as the victim, from their point of view, up and disappeared. I heard from Dao that no one was murdered at Vatican, and I couldn't find a single report of anyone dying in the area that day. Krisu's still alive, that much is certain, but I haven't had any contact with her since then. Aside from a few words of exchange at Vatican, the current Krisu and I are strangers. Besides, I was bedridden, so it's not like I could have gone to see her even if I wanted to. Krisu said that she was supposed to go back to America in August. That was on the Alpha word line, so things may have changed, but what reason would she have to stay in Japan after what her father did here to her? I thrust my hand into my pocket. 2 pins remain. One of them is for Lab Mem 001. That's me. The other badge, which belongs to Lab Mem 004, may never reach its rightful owner, but Chris is alive, and that's good enough for me. I once chose to let her die. I once killed her with my own 2 hands, but this time I was able to save her. No one remembers those 3 weeks we spent with Krisu. No one but me. I will remember. I will never forget. So I don't need anything else. I don't want anything else. Hey, Krisu. I don't know what the future holds. War may still break out. Sarah may still complete their time machine. But at the very least, the future is undecided. We're building it now, from the bottom up. Not just me, not just you, but every man, woman and child. So keep on watching, wherever this wide world you may be. So wherever in this wide world you may be. I take out my own pin and fasten it to my chest. I walk throughout the Sears shopkeepers staring straight ahead. Eh? I quickly turn around. Just now in the corner of my eye, I saw her. The girl who shouldn't be here. Her long hair fluttered as she passed by me. There. A familiar figure, I recognized that back anywhere. Oh. Okay, sorry. She had stopped too, in the middle of the sidewalk. Slowly, she turns to face me. It's her. I thought she'd gone back to America. It's her. She doesn't even know me. It's you. That voice. That face. That hair. Those eyes. Maske Krisu is standing there. The same as I remember her. I've been looking everywhere for you. Ever since you saved my life. I was afraid I'd never get a chance to say thank you. I'm so glad we could finally meet. Thank you. Thank you so much. And thank goodness you're alright. Krisu looks so radiant as she tries to hold back her tears. Just when I thought I finally suppressed it, all my love for her flows out at once. I'm so happy that I want to cry too. So, to hide my emotion, I take out my phone and put it to my ear. It's me. Why is she here? Steins didn't activate. What? Protect her? Huh? That's a tall order, my friend. This is the choice of Steins Gate. Then so be it. Al, Sai, Konguru. I close my phone and clear my throat. I've no idea what to say. She's still staring at me with those wide pleading eyes. I open my mouth. We meet again, Christina. How many times do I have to tell you? I'm not Christina, or your assistant, or... Eh? Now I have really no idea what to say. How does this Krisu know about that? Those were the names I used to tease Krisu. She always got mad whenever I used them. They were our bond, our private joke. But I had yet to use them on the day we first met at Radican. So how could this world Krisu know? Huh? Why did I say that? Well, it just popped into my head. It looks like Krisu is confused as I am. She stares at me, bewildered. And then I finally realized the truth. Everyone has Riedensteiner. Even if the world line changes, even if the past and the future are rewritten, your memories remain. You merely forgotten. All it takes is a push, and you can remember. The memories of those last 3 weeks. The memories we made together. Welcome back, my assistant. Masuke Krisu. No, Christina. I reach into my pocket and take out the last pin. Nobody knows what the future holds. And that's why, just as the reunion demonstrates, the possibilities are endless. I place the pin on Krisu's hand and gently close her hand in mine. And, holding back my tears, I tell her, this is the choice of Steins Gate. Opening the Steins Gate complete. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next game.